Developing systemic perception. As coaches and healers, we must train ourselves to perceive beyond words, to sense the invisible threads connecting past and present, individuals, and family system. Let's look at unconscious loyalties and entanglements. Many struggles stem from systemic bonds. Clients may carry burdens for their ancestors or repeat patterns unconsciously. Sensing beyond words. Sometimes what a client doesn't say is more revealing than what they do. And learning to read body language, pauses, and energetic shifts is key to systemic insight. By expanding your perception, you become a true guide, helping your clients uncover what has long remained unseen. Imagine a client says, I feel no matter what I do, I can't move forward in life. A surface level approach might focus on goal setting and motivation. But if we expand our perception, we might notice when they talk about moving forward, their shoulders slightly tense. When discussing success, their gaze drops downwards. When they mention family, their voice becomes hesitant. These subtle cues suggest an unconscious entanglement, perhaps a hidden loyalty to a struggling parent or an unresolved loss in the family system. And by sensing these patterns, we can guide the clients towards profound healing. So how does systemic perception work? Let's look at unconscious loyalties and entanglements. In systemic work, we recognize that many struggles are not personal. They are systemic. And clients often carry hidden loyalties to their ancestors, unconsciously repeating patterns or holding on to suffering that is not theirs. This is a common one. A client struggles with financial abundance despite being talented and hardworking. A systemic coach, instead of immediately offering money mindset strategies, notices a deeper pattern. The client's father was a hard worker, but always struggled financially. The client, out of an unconscious loyalty, has been holding themselves back, believing that earning more than their father would be an act of betrayal. What if this loyalty remained unseen? The client would continue self-sabotaging, never understanding why. How can we address it? By bringing this dynamic into awareness and honoring the father's struggles, the client can step into a new relationship with success without guilt. Sensing goes beyond words. Words are only a fraction of communication. Often, the deeper truth lies in what remains unspoken. Here are some clues of what to observe in sessions. Pauses and hesitations. A client might stop mid-sentence when talking about a certain family member. This hesitation can indicate an unresolved dynamic. Gaze and posture are really important. Looking downward may suggest connection to the past or entanglement with a deceased family member. A rigid posture may indicate suppressed emotions. Sudden emotional shifts. A client might laugh when discussing a painful experience, signaling unprocessed grief. A woman comes to a session saying, I just can't seem to stay in a relationship. She speaks confidently, but the practitioner notices her shoulders slightly pulling inwards when she talks about marriage. Rather than assuming it's a self-esteem issue, the coach explores further and discovers that her grandmother was forced into an unhappy marriage. The client, out of an unconscious loyalty, avoids deep commitment to protect herself from the same fate. What if this went unnoticed? The client might believe she's simply bad at relationships, reinforcing a false personal narrative. How can we bring insight? By acknowledging the grandmother's fate and releasing the inherited fear, the client can create their own path in relationship. Let's look at the power of expanded perception. What happens when we develop systemic perception? We stop taking words at face value and start recognizing deeper patterns. We become attuned to the systemic field, allowing hidden truths to emerge naturally. Our clients experience deeper breakthroughs as we guide them toward what was previously unseen. What if we could sense the unspoken truths in every session? What if we could see the invisible patterns shaping our clients' lives? This is the path of systemic perception. And now, how do we develop systemic perception? We shift from fixing to observing. Instead of jumping to solutions, you allow to sense what is unfolding. Let insights emerge naturally and trust your intuition. If you feel a sudden emotion, tension, or shift in energy, explore it. Often your body perceives systemic dynamics before your mind does. Use silence as a tool. When a client pauses or struggles to express something, resist the urge to fill the space. These moments are often holding the deepest truths. Ask expansive questions. Instead of, why is this happening? Ask, who else in your family experienced something similar? What does your body feel when you say that? If this struggle belonged to someone before you, who might it be? It's interesting how the clients connect and come up with answers. So you may want to explore it. So let's bring it all together. By developing systemic perception, we become true guides. And instead of offering surface solutions, we help clients uncover what has remained unseen, freeing them to move forward with clarity and wholeness. I ask you, are you ready to see beyond words and guide your clients to deeper healing? Then join me in the next lesson.